everyone. Sorry, I got a little pop-up from YouTube just about a new feature that I was not aware of, and so I had to accept it here. Hello everyone, I hope you can hear us. This is a surprise live. We figured we would do this because we are on a road trip here. This is Jordan, he's driving.
Hey everybody.
He's gonna stay very attentive to the road.
Eyes are gonna be on the road for this live.
You might hear him in the corner, but that's about it. If you aren't familiar, we were on a road trip for my birthday this weekend, and it has been a fantastic weekend. But we're going to talk about some of our recent cruise chat from our recent news video that came out. We're going to talk about our upcoming next cruise. Now that we've canceled a cruise, what is our next cruise? We're going to announce all of that, as well as talk about my birthday plans. And it's just going to be a fun celebration live, probably for an hour, just chatting through, well, what's next for JJ Cruise, and let's have some fun while doing it. Thank you so much for the happy birthday, just to start off. Appreciate it. We're so glad you got to catch us as well. Midwest Katie, thank you so much. Hi, Wu-Tang Live. Hello, Melissa Blair. Hello, Hoya. Hello, Dwayne. Hey, Mercy. Thanks so much for joining us here. I know this is like not expected, so appreciate it. And for any of you that did get ads coming in here, thank you for watching. As always, we always appreciate the support, and always including the small little things like watching the ads when you come into a video. So thank you. Hello, Steven. Hello, Kathy. How are you doing? Hello, Leslie. Hey Dawn, happy birthday from Ottawa. Hello, yes, happy Canadian Thanksgiving to all of our Canadian family, our JJ crew in Canada. Let me just tell you, we had not known enough about Canadian Thanksgiving. After being in Canada during the weekend of Canadian Thanksgiving, I feel like we have a better understanding of how celebrations happen.
We learned a lot about Canadian Thanksgiving.
We learned a lot about Canadian Thanksgiving. Partially because we didn't know how similar, how not it was to that of the States where we're from. But it's way more similar than we thought. But also, I don't know if anyone thought about this. It is in line with our Columbus Day, I feel like, every year. It kind of is a weird realization. I'm sure someone out there knows it. But thank you so much to everyone in the house giving the thumbs up, saying happy birthday. Appreciate it. Hello, Susan. Love to you all from North Carolina. Thank you so much for the love, and hopefully all is well in North Carolina. Wu-Tang Live.
How's the stream?
Yeah. Let us know if can you hear everything. I think everything's good. Otherwise, people would let us know. But Jordan definitely made a good point. Let us know if the stream is okay. We are in the States now. We were going to do this in Canada, and then we were like, wait a second, our data is not fully capable in Canada past like 3 gigs or something. So we waited until we were in the States. We are just through Michigan into Ohio.
We are in Ohio, almost into Indiana. So we've got we've hitting up all kinds of states today and provinces.
We're hitting all the states and provinces. Yeah. Well, I think just one province. I don't know if we went
provinces, 3 states, but people don't realize how close we are to Canada. We actually live only 3 hours away from the Canadian border.
Yeah, so 3 hours from the Canadian border. And after this weekend in Toronto, I think we're going to be going to Toronto more often. We love Toronto. Look at that. Someone from Ohio here. It's hard to read, but I think it's Pauline. That's not you. That's just because the sun's in my eye a little bit. I'm going to make it go down a little bit.
We are traveling west, and the sun is setting.
The sun is setting. That's why we had to go live now. In an hour, well, the sun will have set. That's the East Coast for you.
It's the golden hour.
Thank you so much for all the happy birthdays. It looks like Mary Ellen Dillon's in here as well. Tanja and Dwayne, thank you so much. Miss you guys as well. Nikki W says stream is perfect. Thank you so much, Nikki. Elizabeth, hello. Good stream. Thank you for letting us know that is good. Wu-Tang Life says I stopped counting birthdays, but so glad they come. So grateful and blessed to be alive. Absolutely agree with all of that here.
Put this down.
Yeah, well, I can. Oh, yeah. There we go.
That'll be easier.
All right, that might be a little bit better. Here, I'll just put the thing up a little. All right, so I'm trying to read on my screen here. So if I miss any comments, please know that's not on purpose. But it is a one-man operation here. Jordan obviously is focused on driving, and usually we have a separate phone kind of going through comments here. So do not fret. I'm not trying to miss anyone here. Ooh, what CDs do you have? That's a good question. You kind of saw them here. Oh my gosh, what do we have in here?
We have Kelly Clarkson.
I was gonna say, since it's my birthday, this is the one. Mean of Life, Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson, I am a huge fan of.
We have several Christmas CDs up there.
We do.
We have several Broadway CDs up there. We got The Greatest Showman. I know we got that one up there.
Greatest Showman's here. I think there's a Kesha CD up here. Good question. Very interesting array of CDs.
Interesting mix, but represents us well, I think.
More importantly, we have a cord from our iPhone to play Spotify, so we have podcasts that we listen to more than ever.
Yes, we do listen to
Mary
a lot
Ellen
of
said,
podcasts.
love Kelly. I love Kelly. The Wonderful Life in the House saying happy birthday. Thank you so much. Jen Cohen, I don't count years anymore. Level 57 sounds way more BA.
Ooh, yes, level up. I like that.
Stephen Hall said, what's a CD? You know what? I'm shocked we still have a CD player in here, but this is the same car that you saw us doing our live in when we had that travel nightmare situation where all flights were canceled and we had our group cruise, our first ever group cruise we had to get to. Who remembers that live? Who remembers? I feel like that was a live where we were all sweating bullets in different ways. We made it. You know, spoiler alert, but
I remember that live.
Thank you so much for the thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you haven't already, give a quick thumbs up. So let's talk about what we did this weekend, and then go into what our next plans are now that we've canceled a cruise. And congrats and happy birthday to every other person having a birthday. Someone looks like they are turning 70. I didn't get the name, but happy birthday to you as well. So for cruising, we did not go on a cruise this weekend. I want to make that clear. If you aren't following us on Facebook or Instagram, we posted there kind of some of the things that we did this weekend, or at least hints. But we just wanted to go and have a really nice land trip. We've cruised so much, and we're like, you know what? Let's just take the car out on a road and just, you know, see a place that we haven't been to for a while. That was Toronto, Canada. And it was great.
It was great. It was really great. We had a good time.
You're looking at you too. Oh,
we had
okay.
a good time.
Yes. It was a good time, and I would say this: we have had some delicious eats. If you've never been to Toronto before, you can expect some good food. It is a city that reminds us so close to a city we love, which is Chicago, where we're originally from, where we met. So Toronto is just a special place. We absolutely love it. We saw some shows. One that's a pre-Broadway tryout in Toronto. That was In Dreams, which was a good musical.
Yeah, it was good.
Definitely have some work to do, but it's a good musical. And I'm trying to think, Breaking Up a Bit. Okay, let's see if it'll improve now. If not, I'm sorry. I'm not sure. Here, let me take the cord out. Maybe that's doing something here. I just want to make sure it's charging while we're on it, but it's got plenty of charge now. Hopefully it's not breaking up too much more now. But great food. If you're going to go to Toronto, look to see if you can get reservations at Pai. It's P-A-I. Absolutely the best. I'm seeing a lot of people in the house saying that they're from Toronto or have been to Toronto. If you have you been to Pai? Because Pai is delicious. It's Thai food. It's recently Michelin recommended or guide recommended. So everyone knows it's good. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes here. I'm seeing so many come through still. Thank you so much. And so we did that. What else did we do?
We went and saw a comedian.
We did. We went and saw a comedian.
We saw
Rami Youssef is the comedian, by the way.
Yep, we really kind of explored like the area that we stayed in. We stayed at the Church and Wesley neighborhood area, and that was really cool.
Yes.
We ate local, we drank local, we We shopped local. We really didn't shop. We didn't do much shopping.
We didn't do any shopping.
But we had a great time. And like I told Jared, I was like, something that I love about going up into Canada is it's so easy for us.
Absolutely.
Like the drive from where we live up to the border, it's pretty much like a straight shot, 3 hours, and it's a very simple drive. So I think we're gonna do it more often. And I told Jared, I was like, maybe at some point we need to do like a JJ Cruise meet and greet in Toronto for all of our Canadian friends up there.
I mean, it's not coming anytime soon, so. But we do have a lot of great people in the place. Now, I'm going to get on here because it is way too hard to see the screen. So I'm going to get on Jordan's phone and see if I can read the comments here because I miss it so much. Am I still breaking up? And also, I'm taking off you because it's just like
that's okay.
Really bad look. Like you're just looking like you're staring off into the sunset.
That's all right. I am kind of staring off into the sunset.
I hope not. I hope you're reading, the road. So am I still breaking up? Let's see here. No, you're good. Okay, thank you so much. I'm just going to start where it starts here. Let's see here. Toronto is the best, my hometown. Yes, we absolutely love it. We love your hometown. Cynthia Williams says, hey guys, happy birthday, and many more to come. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Tom says, happy birthday as well. Thank you, Tom. And so does Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. Virginia says, are you the two that were on TikTok and neighbors thought you were FBI agents or something like that? Yes, we are the two. Jordan, he's the one over there. That's the one you probably followed on TikTok. If you don't know, you don't know, but if you know, you know, and you know. Let's see here. Sue, hey, come to the Finger Lakes in New York. Stay with us. You know what? I've never heard of the Finger Lakes, but...
You've never heard of the Finger Lakes?
No.
You have. You just don't remember.
I probably have. I just don't realize
It's a beautiful area in New York.
Jordan knows a lot of places that I don't, just to be honest with you. But that's just because Jordan loves looking at like real estate and geographical locations and dreams a lot of where to go. So I'm guessing it's beautiful knowing that he knows of it. The Wu-Tang Life, once you have a Virgin Voyages 7-day group cruise, I'll finally get to meet you. If not Virgin, maybe Carnival Jubilee group cruise? Wu-Tang Life, I know you're waiting on that Virgin group cruise. Virgin Voyages is definitely on the list. It just won't be this upcoming year, for sure. True Texan Girl, you're better, it's better. Thank you so much. Tracy, sending hugs. Hello, Tracy. Thanks for joining us. Bobby D says, happy birthday.
Hey,
Thank you so much. Nancy D, hello. Happy birthday, Jared. Nice to see you guys. Drive safely. Yes, we are driving safely. And thanks again to everyone that's given the thumbs up. We appreciate it.
You said Nancy D?
Yes.
Hey, Nancy D.
Pauline says, it's better now, thank you. True Texan Girl J, Port of Galveston just posted an update on new cruise terminals. Oh, exciting. We have not seen that news yet. So good to know. We'll have to look into it. And I'm going to go back to see if there's anything else, any questions I missed or anything like that. True Texan Girl says, I also still use my Apple iPod. You know what? As long as it still works, why not? You know, some good jams around there, I'm sure. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in all caps question, and we'll be sure to watch the comments to answer them. So let's talk about this canceled cruise. We put that all on our video that we released yesterday and about the entire story. Go watch that video if you haven't in regards to what happened with the canceled cruise. But with the canceled cruise, that's that epic of an itinerary, we definitely didn't know what we should do next, because the next cruise that we will be announcing here to everyone that's not on our Patreon, because our Patreon community always knows first what our upcoming cruises are, this next cruise was attached. It was right after the cruise that we were planning to be on that we had to cancel because of the gut feeling. And this next cruise is one that we are so stoked for.
We are. It is one of my most looked forward to cruises all year. I've been looking forward to this cruise for a long time.
And that, I mean,
I'm excited.
It makes sense because like this cruise is one of those cruises that, I don't know, like it just brings back nostalgic memories for us of our first. You know, you always have your first in life, you know, maybe your first time in a McDonald's playpen. I feel like that came out because that was like a memorable memory for me, even though all the other ones after that was probably not so memorable.
Put this down.
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
You might get a headache with the sun in your eyes.
I have my sunglasses on.
I don't know how you're doing that. If I didn't have this up, I'd be getting a migraine.
Jordan's worried for me at all times. But I don't even know what I was talking about because Jordan jumped in.
Your first time at a McDonald's playpen.
Oh,
that's what you said.
It's memorable. So it's nostalgic for us. I think this next cruise is something that we've done before, but not necessarily this way. And so our excitement level is up to here because we really want to have a fantastic cruise, just like our first time doing this similar itinerary. So we'll be announcing that here in a little bit here. If you have any guesses, you can put it in the comments. Let's see. Getting back. Oh, I lost some comments. Sorry. Tracy says hi to Jordan too, of course.
Hey.
Let's see here. I'm in West Houston, True Texan Girl said. You know what? We have not been to the Port of Galveston yet. That's like one of the only ports in the U.S. Not only, but one of the few that we have yet to go to. So one day
we'll get there.
Cynthia is in the house. Says hi guys. Hello Cynthia. Thanks for joining.
Cynthia.
Hoya DeFore says, good for trusting your gut. You know what? It doesn't happen often, but when it does, you just got to do it, right? You just got to trust that gut, especially when this is the realization. You kind of just have to do it. And I'm glad we did based off of the results. But obviously, for the worst case scenario, it's not something that we are very glad is happening at all. We want to make sure that it's well known that when you have these kind of final destination moments, you're worried about the worst. So obviously this is one of the worst outcomes of it. Venom Moore says, you pray for me for my breast cancer surgery. I just want to let you know I am 2 years cancer free now. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's amazing.
Incredible news. Congrats on being cancer free for 2 years. We will continue to pray that you are continually cancer free, but that is awesome. Congrats.
That is awesome. That's great news.
It's a huge win. Jen Everson says happy birthday. Hello Jen, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Let's see here. Tracy says, did I miss something? A cruise? On the way to a cruise? Good question. We are on the way home from a birthday weekend celebration in Toronto, Canada. It is Canadian Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone. We weren't going to go to Canada for my birthday trip, but last minute we saw a low rate. A rate that dropped for a perfect location, perfect hotel in downtown Toronto, and we just said, let's go. We also realized that Chicago Marathon was happening, and that was our other place that we were, working on. So, let's see here. Let's get back to the comments. Patty W says, happy birthday. Thank you, Patty. Also, as regard to the cruise, to answer the other part of Tracy's question, we're not on the way to a cruise, we're on the way home. But we will talk later in this live here about what our next cruise is, and it's exciting. But Tracy, I believe you already know that since you are a part of our Patreon community. Let's see here. Meadow37, do you have a video about how you met? Good question. I don't think we do we?
I don't think that we do. Maybe that should be like maybe at some point we'll put that on our podcast. That might be a good podcast episode.
That might be a good podcast episode.
Yeah.
But that, once again, is also in our Patreon community, so I don't know if that's as accessible here. We have answered that question in our lives a lot, so maybe if there's a live, I just don't know.
Chicago. We met in Chicago.
We met in Chicago though. Jen Everson sending in a piece of cake, birthday cake. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Jen. Appreciate it.
Thank you for that, Jen.
I know. I don't even know if we have plans for a birthday cake tomorrow.
Well, it's your birthday. You might not have plans.
I might not want a birthday cake.
But
maybe I'll want a birthday. I don't know.
Maybe you should just let surprises happen.
Oh, there might be a surprise. Let's see here. Do you have a video? Oh, well, that was already done. Lisa Miller says, happy birthday. Thank you, Lisa. Dwayne Sen says, question, what are y'all dressing up as for Halloween?
Oh, that's a good
minds want to know. That's a great question. We are open to suggestions, so if you have them, please comment here, because we have not bought or made any Halloween costume for this year. What would we say we have talked about so far? In the past years, we've been a captain and a sailor.
We have been the Grinch and Cindy Lou Who.
Yes, we've been that as well. We've been Batman and Robin.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was in Chicago.
Oh, we should break those costumes out again.
Oh, I don't know if I can fit in that one anymore. That was a tight costume when we got it.
Those were good costumes.
They were good
really
costumes.
good costumes, though.
It was one of those clearance sales. Unfortunately, a place was going out of business, and this was a find that was at the bottom of a bin, and we were like, "What?"
I'm gonna look at those costumes when we get home.
Jordan's ready. It might be Batman and Robin.
Just because I forgot about those costumes and those costumes. So it was a clearance. We got them on clearance, but they were like full costumes.
Full costumes.
Like, these were probably like $150 costumes at one point.
Yeah.
That we got for like $25. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go dig those out of the storage and look at those. We might be Batman and Robin this year.
We might be. I know that what we're seeing a lot of is Barbie and Ken. I don't think we're gonna be Barbie and Ken this year, or two Kens, I should say. I don't even know Ken and other Ken. We've talked about some other ones. I'll keep the one that is probably top of our list right now. Hush Hush, in case we do go with it.
Which is...
I'm not saying it.
Starts with a what? I'm
not saying it because that's all purpose. What? You didn't even listen to me. I was like, I'm not going to say it because I want to be a surprise if we do it. But let's just say if we were to do our top one for right now, it would definitely be something that I think a lot of people would enjoy.
And let me ask you this. Is it your top one or is it my top one?
Only mine. I don't even know your top one. You haven't said your top one. Okay, Jordan doesn't tell what his thoughts are sometimes, and then he just expects me to know it. This is just relationships, right? You know, somebody's like asking about something, and I'm like, I didn't even know that you were thinking about this. He's like, oh, you don't? I've been thinking about it for like 3 months. So he'll have to tell me later what he was thinking. Purple Magastar says, happy birthday, hello, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Patty W, any tips for Fort Lauderdale port, parking, embarking, disembark? Ooh, good question. Fort Lauderdale is one of those federal ports that you have to go past Port Authority. So major one, and we've released a video about this. Number one tip we'd recommend is if you're getting an Uber there, make sure you ask when getting in your Uber before you put your luggage away that if they have all of their documents with them. Why we say that? We have had multiple occurrences where the Uber driver is qualified, is a good Uber driver in all the ways, but doesn't have like their documents with them. It sounds wild, but even a driver's license might not be on them at the time, and that will cause issues when going to the port of Fort Lauderdale. So that's number one tip there, but good question there. For everything else, parking, embarking, disembarking, I would say it's relatively similar.
Yeah, the parking garage in Port Everglades is pretty easy. If you do park in the parking garage at Port Everglades, not all of the terminals are right next to the parking garages, so some of them are a little bit of a walk. Like if you're going on Celebrity out of Terminal 25, the parking garage is down a little bit. It's about a 10-minute walk from the parking garage, so just be prepared for things like that. You might have to carry your bags a little bit. The last time we did that, I dropped Jared off at Terminal 25 with all of our luggage. I went and took the car to the parking garage, and then I walked back without luggage, which was ideal. Ideal.
Yes. So good question there. Hoya DeFore says, how about a group cruise from Long Beach? You have a lot of fans here in Long Beach. Oh, well, thank you for that. I will say this, Long Beach is definitely on our radar. We have had cruises, well, ready to go and then had to either cancel them ourselves or they got canceled on us. So there will be a time. Now, for a group cruise, we have also talked about that. Once again, won't be coming up this upcoming year. At least that's the plans, not to have any more released. If you are interested in current group cruises, anyone out there, you can go to our Facebook page, and they're all listed there. That is JJ Cruise FB. You'll have to look for it, and that is going to be, I think, at the top. I think we have them all set at the top, but we have one to Hawaii. We have one that's going to, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting all of them. Broadway group cruise.
Out of New York.
Out of New York, New York City. And then we have one coming up this March, as early as this March, and that is going to be a fantastic group cruise, and it's our first time on a Celebrity Edge class ship for a group cruise at Celebrity Apex. So feel free to message us or email us as well if you need any more. jjcruise.com if you're interested in booking any of those. Let's get back to the comments here. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to Canada. I completely agree. Tracy, yes, got confused. Yes, Tracy, we are so excited for our announcement coming up here of our next group cruise that you do know, and you know why we're so excited. I can tell you, we are both so stoked. Trish Eastman says, happy birthday. Thank you, Trish. John and Yuta in the house. Hello, everyone. Happy birthday, Jared. Thank you so much, John Yuta.
Hey, John and Yuta.
Patty W, what car are you in? Looks tiny. You know, this car is just meant for the two of us. It is Jordan's first car, right? Your first ever car?
Okay, well, first off, I think we should explain this. We lived in the city for a long time, and we didn't have a car. So, or I should say, I lived in Chicago for 13 years. I did not get a car until year 5 or 6. I'm trying to do the math in my head. And then, yes, this is the only car that I've ever owned. It's hard. It's hard to get a new car when you pay off a car and you no longer have a car payment. Like, we've been saying, we're like, maybe we should get a bigger car. But it's just the two of us, you know?
It's just the two of us. And the thing to note is kind of like when we were living in Chicago in the city, we now are traveling so often via airplane and ship that we don't drive often. Like, this is the first time we've done a full-on land trip in a long time via our car. And our town, our city that we live in is not, I don't know, it's not needing much more than this. And in Chicago, you don't want a nice car because the parking situation, like, your bumpers will be used. If you are from Chicago, you know parking on the streets, bumpers will be used as bumpers.
Yeah.
So you don't want an expensive car. This is a good car for now. We still don't have AC in here. If you watch that whole, like, talking about what happened to us on the way back from our group cruise, our AC broke while we were coming back in our car, and we have never gotten it fixed. But the beauty is we are rarely in it during the summer months when it's hot. We obviously still have heater, but yeah. I don't think we ever answered what car it is, though.
Oh, it's a Hyundai Accent. Hyundai Accent. That's what it is.
It's a long way to get to the answer. All right, and it is not too tiny. We definitely can fit 5 people in here. Might be a little tight in the back, but 4 people comfortably. Let's see here. Midwest Katie asks, who drives more? Oh, that's easy answer.
It's me.
The one driving. Katina Smith says, Cops from Chips. Yes, that's a good show. From the past. I don't think Chips has been around for a while, but
It's not.
love your choices for your Halloween costumes. Thank you. The Wu-Tang Life Toronto. You should have went to Fishman Lobster Clubhouse, Chinese restaurant with the famous lobster, Mountain Pile Lobster, famous on YouTube. You know what? We did do a social media. Actually, not we. Jordan kind of planned this whole trip. Once we decided we were going, he went on an Insta, TikTok, social media binge of just all the best food, the best things to do. And we had so many food options that it was hard to even pick. We went to so many good places, but we did not go there. So that'll be for our next time. Thank you for that. Joanne Shields says, happy birthday, Jared. Thank you so much, Joanne. Hello to you.
Hey, Joanne.
Pedro's in the house. Hello, boys.
Pedro.
Happy early birthday, Jared. And JJ Cruz, thank you so much, Pedro. Nice to see you in here. Nancy says we should go as Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. Jordan, didn't you go as Pee Wee Herman once?
No, I've never.
It was a friend of ours. I think a friend of ours dressed up as Pee Wee Herman once. Joanne Shield says, where are we heading? Good question. So we are heading home from Toronto. It is Canadians' Thanksgiving. The plan was here. We were gonna not be here for the Thanksgiving because we thought, oh, everyone's gonna be with family today. They're not gonna be out. What we learned is it's the opposite. Everyone celebrates Saturday and Sunday because Monday, you know, you are back to work on Tuesday. Kind of like 4th of July, right? Like sometimes people, well, most people celebrate the 4th on the 4th. But in general, you don't want to stay out too late because you have work the next morning. That's how it is here. A lot of people, what we learned in Toronto or in Canada is that they don't usually celebrate hard on Monday because of the work day to follow. So very interesting. So technically, we could have stayed another day.
Yeah, where were you going with that point, though?
Well, because they're saying Joanne asked where we're heading.
It's riding home. We planned to drive today because we thought there'd be no traffic today. We were wrong.
We were wrong.
And in
That was
Ontario, there was a lot of traffic. Yeah, I think we could have stayed an extra day. But it's okay. Nothing was open today in Toronto either. Everything was closed.
Nothing
It's
was
a
really open.
National holiday. But we had a good 4 days there. It was really nice.
Yes. Alfred Inglesby, Melody and Iris sending birthday wishes. I cannot wait to cruise with you guys again. We are still trying to get blind cruisers over the 1,000 subscribers. Well, congrats on that. You're so close. Best of luck with that. Hopefully people here will go out and subscribe to your channel. Tony Tiango's in the house. Hello and happy birthday, Jared. Glad I caught this live. Thank you, Tony, for the birthday wishes. We're glad you caught it as well. Mary Ellen Dillon said, love Long Beach. Yes, we love Long Beach. We've been there a couple of times for a cruise and not for a cruise. And one was actually a cruise ship, but never left. Anyways, it was a good time. Wu-Tang Life, how do you stay slim cruising so much? I gained 5 pounds in 8 days. Who said we stay slim? No, we talk about this all the time. When we cruise all the time, we cut out bread. Bread's the first thing, and we cut out desserts. Those are the 2 things that we just have to cut out. It's hard though, because when we go and cruise with others, they all love that. They all love the bread, they love the desserts. We are more than fine with cutting it out. Obviously, we aren't against desserts. We aren't against bread.
Oh, I love bread.
Yeah, we love the taste of it. We just know that's the thing that will make us really not look well after that, and will make us unhealthy. So we cut those out, and then we try to make healthy decisions, take the stairs more. We walk at every port. We try to walk to destinations and not take Ubers or taxis unless it's absolutely necessary. Those are the things. Kathy, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Kathy. Let's see here. Tony says he can drive to Long Beach. That's a nice thing. We'd love to be able to drive there. Also, we're at 75 likes, over 100 people in the house. Can we get a thumbs up from anyone that hasn't already? We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Easy way to support the live is just giving a thumbs up. Thank you for that. Let's see here. What cruise would you do again, says Meadow37? That's a good question. And an announcement, by the way, is still coming, and it is a cruise that we loved the first time, so we're doing it again on a different ship, and we're both excited. What cruise would you do again?
I would do a Trans-Pacific again. That is a cruise that I would do again.
Interesting.
I loved crossing the Pacific. I loved having the Hawaiian culturalists on board. I loved the French Polynesian Islands. I loved the long sea days.
Yes.
It was like everything I love about a transatlantic, but longer.
Yes.
Which I love. So Trans-Pacific, I would do that. I mean, first off, also, I would do any cruise again. Let's be honest.
Most cruises again.
Most cruises again. But if I had to think of everything that we've done, it's like, what would I go back and be like, let's book this for next year? It would be a Trans-Pacific.
Yeah. I mean, I think Trans-Pacific is a good answer. If you haven't been on Trans-Pacific, they do a couple unique, well, depending on your route. Obviously, if you're crossing the equator, they do a ceremony for that, as well as the international date line. So it's a true bucket list cruise item for every cruiser that is an obsessed cruiser like us. You have to do it.
Yes.
For me, a cruise that I would do again that we've already done, it's a hard one because we've done some of them more than once already. I would say I would love to do a Greece cruise again. I would love to do a Greek Isles cruise. I love the food. I loved our time there. We were with family. I would love to do one though that had an overnight stop in Greece. I think that is what we missed out on. We missed out on like the nightlife, and I think it's vibrant from what I hear in Greece. That's the one I would do again.
I am shocked by that.
Jordan loved the Greek Isles cruise,
by that.
but he is shocked by that. Well, it's also hard because like I would say Iceland, Greenland, and Greenland's probably the one we would do again in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Because I guess I was putting them in one bucket. We've done Iceland again, so it felt weird to say Iceland again and again. But Greenland would be probably top of our list.
Yes, I agree with that. A Greenland cruise would be one that I would want to do again quickly.
Yes. Let's see here. Thank you, Kim, for the happy birthday wishes. Here's a question. What state do you live in that you can drive to Toronto/Chicago for the weekend?
We live in northern Indiana, and we live all the way up by Michigan. So we're on the border of Indiana and Michigan. So we're like all the way north. Yeah, that's the answer to that question.
Deborah Hunt has a good suggestion. What about being Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street?
Oh, that's a fun idea.
I like that idea. That's a great idea. Thank you, Deborah. If we use it, just know it came from you.
Yes.
Fior says, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Fior. Joanne Shields says, hit the like button. Thank you, Joanne, for the reminder. We're getting really close to that 100 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Scrow's Nest says, happy birthday. Thank you so much for the happy birthday wishes. Joanne says, how long till we get home? Good question. We get home probably in about 2 hours from now, right?
Oh, I think...
Maybe a little less?
I think a little less than that.
It might be an hour 45. So we will be on this live for most of the way. The sun is somewhat setting. I'm going to turn around just so you can see this beautiful image.
It is a beautiful sunset tonight.
Look at that sunset. It's just like unreal. I'm just saying, I think one thing that we do too often is kind of just forget the natural beauty that's around us every single day. And obviously on the ship, over the ocean, the sunset is incredible. But you can get amazing sunsets anywhere. And look at that pink and like orange and blue sky. Oh, it's so great.
I will say, I mean, you can have beautiful sunsets anywhere in the world, and I do believe that. There are, of course, sunsets that might seem more beautiful than others, but I have seen a fair share of beautiful sunsets in the Midwest.
True.
Both in Indiana and in Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes over Lake Michigan, sometimes not over a lake.
Oh, we've seen amazing sunsets over Lake Michigan.
Oh,
yeah.
amazing. Deadeye Dave says, happy birthday from sunny Australia. We were just talking about a Trans-Pacific cruise to Australia. Thank you for the birthday wishes from Australia. I really appreciate it. We love our Aussie friends, and we can't wait to cruise in Australia again in the future. We're 3 away from 100. If you're number 100, let us know in the comments. Let's see here. Daniel says, happy birthday. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Nancy says, I'm sorry I'm such a bad influence, and it's not like I don't cruise very often. You forgot to mention the green beans for dessert and late night salads. Yes, we were just on a cruise with Nancy last month, and we had dinner with Nancy often, and Nancy does like her desserts and her bread. So, when it's on the table, sometimes you just gotta splurge.
Which is okay.
Which is totally okay. And there's no problem with it at all. And we did do green beans for dessert sometimes, and we do salad bar for night as well. Tracy sending in the second super sticker here. Woot! And look at that one. I'm gonna do it here real quick. Ready? If my head's down lower and my arms up, it looks like I'm...
Is it like a birthday cake with a candle?
It's a controller, the game controller.
Oh, the game controller. Thank you, Tracy.
And it goes, woot, woot. That's how I imagine it saying it. Obviously, it doesn't talk on my screen, but...
Thank you so much for that, Tracy.
Yes, thank you, Tracy.
That will go towards your birthday party tomorrow.
Yes, thank you so much for that super sticker. Yes, it'll go towards tomorrow's birthday, which I am going to be going to dinner and a movie. Because you know what? I like doing that. It's just like a nice date night, if you will. Let's see here. So thank you again, Tracy. Really appreciate that. Dominique says, hello, boys and JJ crew. Hello to you, Dominique. Let's see. And of course, happy birthday. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Nikki says, I would do Alaska a zillion times over.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree with that.
And I think that's the thing. I took that question as like, if you haven't done it again, what would you do? But yes, Alaska is always on that list. Mary Ellen Dillon says, I want to do a Trans-Pacific. I love the transatlantic. Transatlantics, aren't they the best? They're so great.
They are the best.
Virginia Carr, doing Disney Cruise Australia to Hawaii in February. Have an incredible Disney cruise. I could only imagine the fun of Australia to Hawaii on a Disney cruise ship.
Oh my gosh, I think that like seeing all of the Disney characters in their Hawaiian outfits would be so fun.
That'd be a blast.
Like that would be, you get some really cute pictures.
Well,
That'll
Alani
be awesome.
does that already.
Alani does that,
and Alani is incredible. Tracy says, have to run, good to chat, and safe drive home. Glad you had a blast. Hugs. And we give up or cut back lots of breads and sugar, so when traveling we say we can splurge. Exactly. Since we cruise so much, we have to cut back. But if we only did it, once a quarter even, we would partake in everything.
I would be drowning myself in bread. I literally would be eating every piece of bread that I saw, because I love bread.
Absolutely. Mary Ellen says, I was just in Greece last month, 4 ports in Greece. Oh, sounds amazing. Virginia, I can't wait. Bucket list cruise, absolutely. Norway is next for Mariel and Dylan, absolutely. Norway is incredible. Norwegian
Norway's
fjords. It's
amazing.
one you have to do if you haven't. Tracy says, see why you guys who cruise lots would give up or cut back bread and dessert when on ships with lots of food available. Absolutely. True Texan Girl says, "Aw, Bert and Ernie." Yeah, that's a good. I like it. It's growing.
That is cute.
It was already like a good suggestion, but it's even growing more on me now that I'm thinking about how you can do it.
The only problem with it, and this is a Jared problem, not a Jordan problem. Not that Jared has any problems, but Jared gets hot. Jared gets hot. And Bert and Ernie, I believe, are both in pants and sweaters.
But we could do it our own way.
True, we could.
We could do a Caribbean Bert and Ernie.
Oh, that would be fun.
But will we be in the Caribbean for Halloween? That's actually what we're going to announce here within the next 5 minutes.
Yes.
So,
will we be in the Caribbean for Halloween? That is the question.
I'd love to hear your guesses. Let's see here. Ron says, "Hi, boys." Hello, Ron.
Hey,
How
Ron.
are you? Hoya says, "What's at University of Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana?" Yes, that is, South Bend is the city we're from now, where we live in now. Love a Notre Dame game, although they unfortunately were not successful this past weekend, but that's besides the question.
That's okay. We're not focusing on that.
Midwest Katie, glad I got to catch you heading out for drinks and afters with the man about the place. Safe trip and looking forward to seeing your next life. Thanks so much, Katie, for joining, and have a great dinner. Sharon Tonner Clarkson says, "Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Hope you had a great time in Toronto. Sorry we couldn't meet up." Absolutely, it was a very last minute trip for us, and we had a great time. But we love the city. It's an absolute amazing city. Wu-Tang Life says, "What do you think about the new solo balcony and ocean view cabins with NCL? Will the solo supplement go away? As a solo traveler, can you, as a travel agent, get me a better deal than the cruise lines?" Good question. So we don't know enough about what's going to happen with all of these new solo rooms and solo cabins. We know NCL in general have solo cabins usually already available, and they usually don't have the supplement, from my understanding. That being said, that is something that we don't know enough about, so you'd have to, if you became super interested, let us know about it, and we'll be able to talk through options at that time, but we don't know enough about it yet to really understand what the changes are. Let's see here. Mary Ellen says, it's already dark here in Connecticut. Yes, I know, the sun is setting here, but for California, it's still up in the sky pretty high.
The sun is rapidly setting. It is going down.
Yes. Sharon says, "Happy birthday." Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Traveling Gamblers were late to the party. Happy birthday, Jared. Thank you so much.
Hey, traveling gamblers.
Thank you, John and Joy, so much. And here's Joy.
Hey.
Oh, Tracy says, "Have a drink. Happy birthday." Thank you so much. Abigail Rose. Hello, Abby. I just want to say how much I loved you on Celebrity Summit, and I hope to get to see you again soon.
Oh, Abby, it was so nice to meet you.
And all the friends. We loved everyone. It was a great cruise.
Yes, it was.
Rudy Lucero says, "Driving on I-5 southbound from Northern California to Disneyland to celebrate my husband's birthday. Happy birthday, cheers." Happy birthday to your husband as well. You know, good birthdays, good
have
birthday
a great
to have.
time at Disney.
Yes, have a
so much fun.
great time there. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just going through. I know I missed a lot, or not missed a lot, but we're kind of behind here. Here's a question. So do you prefer the colder or warmer cruises? You got, let's see. What do you think?
Ooh, okay, so... Oh, it's so hard. It's so tough. I will say, 2021, during the cruise restart, we did pretty much all Caribbean cruises. Like, I think we did 15 Caribbean cruises within 6 months. And it was a lot. And by the end of that time, I was like, I'm done with hot cruises. Then we did a lot of cool cruises in 2022. We went to Iceland and Greenland. We spent time in the Mediterranean, and we thought it was going to be cool, and it ended up being record heat waves in May when we were there.
Expected.
I appreciate a cooler weather cruise.
Absolutely.
Like Norway, Alaska, Greenland, Iceland. When it dips down into the 40s, though, I am immediately reminded why I love Caribbean cruises.
Yes.
And I love beaches and like the sun and the heat. It's a mix of both.
It's a hard one. I was going to say it's a hard one to choose because it depends on the timing. What I'd have to say is, in general, we love traveling during off-peak seasons.
Yes.
And what that means for us is, even though it might be colder than it should be, or it might be hotter than it should be, we find that we're able to really mix and mingle with the locals so much easier and better. And that's the number one thing we love to do when traveling.
Traveling on shoulder seasons can be less expensive.
Yes.
Like Jared said, it can be more accessible. You can get into restaurants, like bars, meet people a lot easier. And sometimes it's great because things can be less costly in port. If you go at the end of the Alaska season, typically there's a lot of sales on Alaska merch.
Yes.
So trying to move stuff through, it's the end of the season. So if you don't mind putting up with extreme weather, shoulder season for any destination is a great time to travel.
It's a great time. All right, so I'm just telling you right now, I know we're behind on comments because we've taken a little bit of time to answer some of the questions here. I'm going to search through these to get some questions answered. We're going to tell in about 5 minutes or a little less here, we're just going to tell what our next cruise is. We're really excited for it. So stay tuned here. And also, happy Thanksgiving, Martine. So glad you're here, able to be with the family.
Happy Thanksgiving.
So good to see you. All right, let's see. Have you done a Panama Canal cruise? I'm doing one next month. Any tips? This is lightning round. We have not. Not done one. Tips would be to, if you're going through a full transit, just know that it can be new or old locks. That's in general. It can be new or old locks, and if you don't know that, don't get disappointed if it's not the old locks. You're gonna have a great time.
If you're on a bigger ship, it's gonna be the new locks.
It's gonna be new if you're in a bigger ship. Period. Oh, Mom says happy early birthday, son. Sending my love. Thank you so much, Mom. Let's see. It looks like Mary Ellen says if you're in the Caribbean on Halloween, it looks like you might be with me. Looks like Mary Ellen's going to be in the Caribbean. Traveling Gambler sent in a super sticker. And look at the super sticker. It's a superhero one. All right, I'm going to improvise here because obviously I'm in a seatbelt, but ready? Does it look like I'm flying? It kind of does, like with the background and stuff. Hopefully I'm not getting anyone seasick.
You are going. You are going about 65 miles per hour right now.
There you go.
So,
I'm traveling about the speed of, not light, but speed of a car.
Speed of a car.
Thank you so much, John Joyce, for that super sticker. Appreciate the birthday sticker. Let's see here. Ooh, go as the twins from The Shining. I love that, Abby. Abby, that's a great one.
That's a good idea.
My mom says Kelly Clarkson for sure. Laugh out loud. Yes, love me some Kelly. Let's see here. Sharon says, my guess is it will be a cruise for Halloween. Yes, we will be. Well, we'll be
on a ship
for Halloween. And maybe in a special place as well for that weekend. Let's see here. I wasn't impressed with the solo cabin on Breakaway in Greece, Italy, and on the Greece cruise for Mary Ellen Dillon. Is that for NCL? Remind us here. In Malta. Sorry, in Malta. Hey, Carolyn. How are you? Nice to see you as well. And here, Epic Games TV says, happy birthday. No, you missed me. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Let's see here. Anything else I missed? I'll be on the 4-day RC Voyager 11-9 out of Galveston and Cozumel. Amazing. Have a great time. We have not been on Voyager of the Seas yet. Let's see. Leaving in 2 days for the 40-day Europe venture for Traveling Gamblers. That is going to be incredible.
Oh, that sounds like an amazing trip.
Yes. Have the best of times, John and Joyce. Literally love our times in Europe. It's such a great time. All right, so, and that was on NCL, Mary Ellen said. Yes, I think solo cabins in general can be kind of basic, but it's just what you need. You know, if you need just basic, do it to it. Our favorites that we have seen and have booked a lot of clients on Celebrity. Those are by far, those infinite verandas on the Edge class are incredible. Some are obstructive view, some are not. No matter what though, you pay such a great rate, the single rate, not... you don't pay a single supplement. It's great. All right. I think it's time to talk about our next cruise.
It is. We do have a toll coming up in a mile.
I think it's right here.
It says 1 mile.
Yeah, but I see it.
You can see it.
All right. So we are going through a toll. I think we'll be able to just pay it with a card or cash. I don't think we have to talk to someone. I'd be shocked if we would have to talk to someone.
Let's see. You know what?
We're going to get a little drinky drink in.
It did not allow us to stop. Man, really hate that when that happens.
Oh, does that mean it's just registered. They don't even put a little sign up about
There
it.
was nothing. There was not even.
I think it is up ahead. I think that was an old toll plaza.
I was gonna say there
I think
wasn't
it's
any
an old
signs about getting charged or anything.
No, not at all. So I don't think that's it. But we might be stopping at a toll or might not very soon. Let's see here. Does anyone have any guesses to where we will be? You were correct. It will be a Halloween cruise. But will we be in the Caribbean or will we be somewhere else? Let us know your guesses here. It looks like some people have already guessed the Caribbean. But I will say it is a special place, and we kind of already alluded to that. It's something that we did a first time once before.
Well, you
here
also said that it was going to be a side-to-side cruise with the one we canceled.
Yes.
So that gives a lot.
That gives some away. Although I don't know if anyone caught that, honestly, until you reiterated it. We're gonna get through this toll, and then I will do it, because we might be stopped and have to talk to someone.
It's giving so that was
a ticket.
a toll, because this was the ticket that we got from the last one.
Oh,
We're gonna have to look it up online.
Let's see here. Chris says Greece. Good guess. Let's see here. Jesse says, happy birthday, I'm boarding Wonder on Sunday. Cannot wait. Have a great time on Wonder. Wonder of the Seas is, well, it depends. If you're going Disney Wonder or Wonder of the Seas. Wonder of the Seas. We love Disney Wonder as well. Both great ships, but very different experiences. Let's see here. Jesse says, I hope it's Allure. I'll be boarding 10:30. Allure of the Seas. Another great ship. I think Allure would be Caribbean. So your guess is Caribbean, or Hope is Caribbean.
Hello, can we pay the last one here? Do we pay here?
Yes.
Okay,
this is
perfect.
the Ohio airport.
Perfect.
$25.75. Would you like your receipt?
Yes, please.
Just doing a toll real quick. Dwayne says with us on Carnival Celebration. Good guess. Vanessa says, guessing the Mediterranean. And also said you sound like so much fun to cruise with.
Thank you. Is
You
there
know,
another ticket for
We have
the-
group cruises, so if you want to find out, you can always do
Perfect.
that.
Thank you so much.
The group cruises are a blast. So if you are interested, let us know. But I'm not going to toot our own horn, but we have a lot of fun ourselves on our group cruises and cruises in general. All right, Jordan's trying to get around.
We're good.
You good?
I think we are good.
All right.
Oh,
Nope, this goes into one lane.
Wow.
All right, so now it's time. Good guesses all around here for this cruise. We've done this once before. We've actually done this a few times before.
But there is something that is special about this cruise that we've never done before. We have
Yes.
never taken this direction on this cruise line.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
We have never done that. We are going to be taking flights further than the Caribbean, further than the UK. We're going to be going to Rome, Italy, which we love. We love Rome. We've been to Rome so
love
many
Rome.
times. Rome is amazing. Roma is incredible. We absolutely love the Italian people. The Italian food is incredible. And we're going to be spending Halloween weekend in Rome. We found out recently that some others are going to be there, not necessarily on our sailing, but Corey from Midships is going to be there, so hopefully we'll be able to meet up with him. His ship leaves, I think, a day earlier than ours, but we have plans. We're already in contact. Hopefully meet up with him again. Love Corey from Midships. If you don't know, love Midships YouTube channel. Great cruise news, daily cruise news. But then we are taking the Celebrity Beyond on a transatlantic cruise back to Florida, back to the States, I should say. This is like the first time we ever did a transatlantic cruises on Celebrity Edge, and it was one of the best cruises of all time.
And actually, this is the same cruise. It has the same stops in Italy, because it does Italy, France, and Spain, and then takes off.
Yeah, it does it in reverse.
It does it exactly in reverse. The difference, however, is it also stops in Bermuda and Nassau, which we did not do on the Edge. So this actually has, this transatlantic has the most stops we've ever had on the transatlantic.
Yeah.
Which will be really fun, but we're so excited. Going west, right? Are we going?
Yeah, we're going west. Yes.
Going west.
Yes, we'll be going west. Yes.
Is so much better than going east because your days are longer. You have 25-hour days instead of 23-hour days. So I am excited. We've only gone west one other time, and that was on the Carnival Celebration.
Yes.
It was a great cruise, and we loved going that direction. So I'm so excited.
The
about this
25-hour days.
It's the best.
And Jordan does
You know
this.
what that is? That's amore.
Oh my gosh. That's amore.
That's what I say.
I will say this. He says so much better. He means as in, we already had a great time and we love transatlantic cruises coming to from the west to the east. But if you can make them better, this is how to make them better. You do it in reverse because of the 25-hour days. Instead of having 23-hour days where you cut an hour off every day, it is nice. It is truly a wonderful experience. But the people that we met on Celebrity Edge, now some of them are really close friends and that we keep in contact with. Is just a great community. We already know that there's going to be other people on board that we're familiar with, as well as just a great group of people that are excited in the Facebook groups and community. So it's going to be a good time. We're so stoked. And it's a Halloween cruise. How often do you get a transatlantic cruise that's also Halloween?
We're excited. We are
So
excited.
Bert and Ernie, I mean, that is a good idea. But since it's the Mediterranean and it might be a little, I don't know, it might still be a little warmer or it might be a little cooler. We'll have to see. Might have to bring shorts and pants as an option for a Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's nice and mild. That is like, I love a cruise when it's 65 degrees with a little bit of wind.
Absolutely.
You know what that is? That's amore.
Okay. All right. I'm pulling it from him because
We're going to Rome. We have to be in the mood.
Prego. So here's the thing. We're so excited. I have not even looked at the comments yet. I'm going to read your comments real quick here. See, I know that there's some excitement already because I've seen some of them here. Let's see. Thank you for the birthday wishes as well here. Oh my gosh, the sun is like in that perfect position where it comes out once and I'm like, oh, I need my sunglasses, and then it goes behind and I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, this is beautiful now.
It's beautiful. Epic Games says, Jelly, never been to Rome, one day. Rome is absolutely gorgeous. We love Rome. It's just a unique city. There's no city like Rome. There really isn't.
There really is no city like Rome.
I mean, I guess we haven't been to Milan, but other than that, I think for an Italian city, there's none like Rome.
But isn't that's how Italy is? There's
Italy
no
is a lot of
city.
unique.
There's no city like Florence.
Yeah.
Like Florence is like such a unique
Yeah, but
place.
Rome is different. Rome is such a historic city.
Oh,
I mean,
true.
Florence is too, but Rome is just such historic. I mean, it's just an epic city. It's epic.
Yeah.
Mary Ellen Dillon says, very cool sailing from Civitavecchia. Yes. And it looks like you took the train. Yes, we are going to be sailing from there. We have plenty of experiences on the train as well as during transit. We always recommend the train if you can do it, but if you have a lot of luggage or if you have a big group, it might be better to take transit. We probably will do the train. Paul says, I'll be overnight in Ibiza for Halloween. Transatlantic
that's
on Valiant
fun.
Lady.
That will be awesome.
That will be a
oh my gosh,
fantastic
that'll be
cruise.
amazing.
Chris says, love Rome. Such a beautiful city. I love the Med. Absolutely. The Med is gorgeous. Rome, beautiful city. Let's see here. Mary Ellen says, yes, West was great on Celebration. Absolutely.
It was.
Hoya says, how many days?
14 nights. So we're on our favorite ship for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was the other thing. We kind of buried the lead of the fact that it's our favorite ship. Celebrity Beyond is our favorite ship for a reason. We just love that cruise ship. And it should be warm enough once we get into the ocean to actually be swimming as well. So I'm excited. That
Swimming?
giant pool.
Swimming on the ship.
That giant
You said
pool
in the ocean.
while the ship's in the ocean. Like, we might not do it in the first few days while we're at ports, but that plunge pool as well that's on the side, that's just infinity plunge pool. Oh, it's epic. Traveling Gamblers, they're doing the same cruise but on Apex. Yes. We will probably, I think Apex is going right before us, if I'm not mistaken. So you'll have to let us know the weather to look ahead for. Let's see, Jesse, exciting. I'll be doing to Rome for the first time next spring. We're doing the eastbound transatlantic on Oasis, then staying on for the back-to-back to Rome. I have heard the time zone changes are killer. You know, like I said, it was one of our favorite cruises. So please know, obviously, it's not a killer per se. It just does play effect on your body.
Where do I get a ticket? Oh, I get a ticket. There we go.
Oh, we're already at another toll. I think we crossed borders. I think we went from Ohio to Indiana.
We went from Ohio to Indiana, and we're now in Indiana.
But that's going to be an epic cruise, back-to-back cruise, Jesse. Have a wonderful time. Paul says, where are we sailing out of? I'm in Barcelona. We are sailing out of Civitavecchia. Let's see. I love it. That's amore. Of course. Kathy says, so jelly. Can't wait to do another transatlantic. Kathy,
They're the best.
we have been, people have said we should do a group cruise on transatlantic. I don't think that is in the cards yet, but maybe one day. Mary Ellen, it was very warm less than a month ago in Rome. Absolutely. It was warm in Toronto when we got there, and then it got a little chilly the last 2 days. So here's hoping it's warm, but not too warm.
Rome is a lot further south.
Yeah, it is. Well, not a lot further. A lot further south than Toronto, but it's not that far south. It's not like we're going to the equator here.
Right.
Let's see here. Chris says, how exciting. You inspired me to do the Celebrity Iceland to the U.S. cruise in the future, and I specifically wanted to go west to gain the extra time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Iceland is incredible. We would totally do that cruise again as well. Vanessa says, hey, I think I win. Yes, you did win. You said the Med, or no. Did you say Med or did you say transatlantic as well? Anyways, we'll be starting in Rome in the Med, so I think you win either way. Teresa says, first transatlantic, end of November, flying to Portugal and cruising back to Florida. Cool heading west is the way to go time-wise. Yes, absolutely. You're going to have a great cruise, Tracy. We're so excited for you.
Cruise.
Mary Ellen says, Rome was amazing. Love the Airbnb that we stayed in overlooking St. Peter's Basilica. Absolutely.
Amazing.
Amazing views. Mercy says, we're doing the Beyond in April. We are kind of booked from now till Icon. We have 7 cruises. Crazy.
Wow.
It's the way to do it. You're doing it right. Thanks for the birthday wishes, Gary. Dolores Carr says, Captain K, question mark.
We don't know. We don't know if she's going to be on the ship or not.
We didn't think she would be, but we're starting to wonder because we're getting so close now, and I believe she's still there. So we would not be completely bummed if she's not there because we weren't expecting her to be there.
And we've sailed with her twice.
We
love Captain K, and I love when she's on board.
Absolutely.
But we never try to make our schedules around anyone.
Right.
Because ultimately, if we do that, we end up getting disappointed. So if she's there, it'll be a great surprise.
Absolutely. Linda says, when there, try to get reservations at Armando al Panteon.
Ooh.
You will not regret it. Is that the one that we did? We did one. No, we did one by the Coliseum. So that one been by the Pantheon.
We will definitely save that one. I also plan.
Hey, Brad Jackson.
Hey, Brad. I plan to go to the restaurant where fettuccine alfredo was invented.
Oh, you did.
We've never gone, and that is my favorite pasta. And so
you love that pasta.
That's the plan. We're going to where fettuccine alfredo was invented.
We will be doing pasta all weekend. I don't care if we have to fit in our Halloween costumes. We'll be eating pasta for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and fourth meal.
If you haven't been to Italy, there is no pasta in the world like Italy. And people said that to us before we went. I would roll my eyes and be like, okay, sure, it's true. Like, coming out the other side, it is true, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
It is the best pasta.
It is incredible. There's no preservatives. It's fresh. It is the best pasta. And then you come back home and you're like, I can't eat pasta here. It just isn't the same. Kathy says, still say transatlantic group cruise. Absolutely. We are still looking at options in the future, but it will not be next year, so don't worry. But I don't know. Would anyone be interested in transatlantic group cruise? Let us know here in the chats. I know we're a little over the hour, but we still have a little light. Once we don't have light anymore, we will definitely be going off because that's not nice for anyone.
Right.
But we do know a lot of people are just getting off work and the West Coast. And so we definitely want to make sure that we say hi to some people that we absolutely love while we can. Let's see here. Paul, when do you arrive in Miami? I think November 15th, 14th?
I think it's around the 13th. I think it's November 13th is when we get there.
Oh, okay.
We fly. I think we fly straight home. that
Yeah,
day.
we do. We will not be staying in Florida because we are going home for the holidays. Home for the holidays.
We've got to get ready for Thanksgiving.
Wonderful Life says, oh, hold on. Oh, it just keeps going down. Looking forward to joining you guys on the Apex. We cannot wait to see you on board the Apex. Everyone in the group, we are so excited for that group cruise. It will be our largest group cruise to date as of this moment. And it's for a good reason. Celebrity Apex is an incredible ship. Our itinerary is fantastic. It will be, well, literally, it will be the cruise of that month for sure, and probably of that quarter. Like it's going to be the cruise. So glad. We can't wait to see you there. Susan says, oh no, that's not for us. Let's see here. Gary says, my husband and I have been on 30 cruises, but none since COVID. Gary, we are so excited for you to get back to cruising. It is so fun, but we understand. We understand that with COVID, there was a lot of delays for a lot of people. So welcome back to cruising. Let's see here. Just trying to see if there's any other questions. Dell says, about how much is a 14-day cruise? Like priceless, laugh out loud. Absolutely. It is one of those things that you are almost forced to relax because you have so many sea days in a row that you will just go in the solarium, lay down, read a book, maybe listen to some music, and just chill.
You are forced to relax, which is like, it sounds really silly, but like it is something that is so needed for Jared and I. Those days at sea are like my favorite days of the year.
Yes.
Because it is like this like forced, like you really can do very little. So like you might as well unwind, take a load off your shoulders and just chill. Oh gosh, we love
Absolutely.
Transoceanic crossings are, you know what that is? That's amore.
Okay. Oh my gosh. More of you in a bit. Let's see here. I'm sorry, the things keep going down, so I might be missing some. But let's see. Paul says, wait, you were in Toronto? Yes, we were. We were in Toronto. It was a great time this weekend. Patty says she's leaving out of Rome on a transatlantic cruise on Odyssey. Enjoy. Let's see here. Joanne says, Iceland is on my bucket list, but loved Greenland. Absolutely. We love Greenland. Iceland, though, can't wait for you to do that. That is going to be fantastic. Thank you, Susan, for the birthday wishes. Appreciate it. Joanne has a note and Bug Naked pen from Captain Kate. She is just incredible. I mean, Bug Naked obviously is an incredible cat, but Captain Kate is one of the most impressive human beings we've ever met. We absolutely love her. She deserves all the accolades, praise that she gets, and more, because she is an incredible human and just the nicest captain we've ever met. And we've met a lot of people. Let's just say that. And she's definitely one of the top ones. Let's see here. Is there anything else that I missed here? Marianne says, I would go on a transatlantic group cruise. Yes. Dwayne Sen said yes. Melissa Blair says absolutely. So it looks like we have some people that would be interested for sure. Hello, Sam. Hello to you. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. The chats are just constantly going, and it's now sun setting, so I'm taking the glasses off.
You can take those off.
You get to see my eyes now. There's a little glow out there, but it's not bad. I can see through it. All right, here's a question from Monica Stevens. Hello, Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Where and what are you doing? Happy birthday, Jared. Okay, so, and this is why I said we have so many people out in the mountain time as well as in the West Coast that might be getting off work. So we wanted to stay live here for a little bit past the hour so we can say hi to some people. We just came from a birthday weekend in Toronto, Canada. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving to anyone that is in Canada. We absolutely had a great time. We saw some shows, ate some amazing food, and just had a really good land trip. You know, we love cruising. That is our favorite, but it's good to like mix it up with just a land trip here and there. We love all-inclusives, but this was a perfect place to drive away for the weekend. Stay within a really tight budget, which is also nice. We got a really good deal on a last-minute hotel. Just a really good time. That is what we're doing now. We're driving home to Indiana and we just crossed the border from Ohio to Indiana. So that's what
Well, yeah, we only have about an hour left.
Yes.
That's it. And then we're home.
So close.
Yeah, so close.
All right. I'm just reading if there's any other questions I missed. It looks like a lot of people had questions on what we're doing because they're just joining the live now. Thank you for all the thumbs up, especially from those joining from the other time zones after work. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. John says, happy birthday, Jared. Hope you had a great time in Toronto. Looking forward to seeing you both again on this Scent. Hello, John. Thank you so much for joining at the birthday wishes here. Yeah, the Scent, Celebrity Ascent, we're excited for the launch of Celebrity Ascent. We will not be on the preview cruises, though. I want to make sure that's clear. We are not going to be there. We will be with family for the holidays. Let's see here. Ann Hanley says, happy birthday, Jared. Thank you, Ann. Pam Brower says, yes to the transatlantic cruise. Absolutely. We are considering that. So let's just say that. It won't be for next year by far. Teresa and Ray. Hello, Teresa and Ray. Hey, JJ
Teresa
crew.
and Ray. Hey.
How are you? Hope you're doing well. Let's see here.
I'm going to challenge you to not say, let's see here.
I know. That's why Jordan's, hey, you say that's amore, I say let's see here.
Oh, boy.
Jordan's been laughing at that. I caught on. Doesn't mean I stopped it. Now I'm going to do it on purpose. I'm not going to do it on purpose. Susan says, transatlantic cruises are the best. I agree with Jordan that the sea days are wonderful. Still on my bucket list to sail on a JJ cruise, group cruise. Have a ball. Let's do it. Let's go. Come on to one of the group cruises. They're an incredible time. We have a lot of fun. And we have like a family now that goes every single time and just keeps growing. The family keeps growing.
Also, if you really want, if you're like really itching to do a transatlantic with us, I know it's not the same, but our Vancouver to Hawaii group cruise does have 5 sea days, and it is a repositioning cruise. So it's not a transatlantic. It is a partial trans-Pacific. So if you've got that itch, join us for that one. Because we don't know. Like, we're not sure at this point when we're going to do a transatlantic cruise or crossing as a group. We want to do one, but it has to work. There's so many factors. It's the price, the dates, the time. Like, everything needs to work together in tandem for it to be great, and for us to take a good group of people on it. That's what we're always trying to. There's so much. I would say it's almost like it is like a calculation that Jared and I sit down and do when we pick out a group cruise, and we put a lot of time and thought into it.
We do.
It's not just like oh, this one looks cool, let's do this.
Right.
Yeah, lots and lots of like thought goes into those group cruises and those itineraries.
Yeah, so if you want to get on a group cruise, you can just go to jdcruise.com, fill out a booking form, and just note that you want to do one. We have one coming up in March. That's on Celebrity Apex in the Caribbean. We have another one out of New York for a Broadway group cruise in September. That's going to be a blast. That one's on Symphony of the Seas, Royal Caribbean. And then we have our Hawaii one that Jordan was talking about, and that is Celebrity Edge. That one is, well, that one's going to be special as well. All of them are just so much fun. But if you want to learn more, Facebook to find out more about them, or you can go to past lives on YouTube that were about them. They're in the title. Otherwise, just email us. We're happy to help. Let's get into some more comments.
Jared has a hard job. He's doing it all by himself. So
I know.
I'm giving him a hard time, but like holding 2 phones, the camera, and trying to read all the comments at the same time is not an easy task.
It is not. It is not. At least I don't have the sun in my eyes as well.
No, true. The sun has gone down.
Oh, thank you, Teresa and Ray. Look at that. That's an amazing super sticker. Thank you so much. Look at that. I've never seen the super sticker before. I'm looking at it on my phone so I can kind of see what it is. I'm going to do my own version of it. And it's smiling like, yay. Wait, I have something.
Uh-oh.
Yay! Oh, wow. That was more heavy. I was like, I do not want that to come back on me. I was going to throw it up in the air, but it's like, this has got some weight to it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Ray. Thank you.
Thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Oh, went out. Thank you so much. I don't know if it went out for a second. We weren't next to a semi-truck. It was almost like a mountain in Alaska. Just went out for a bit. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it so much. Let's see here. Uh-oh. we might be getting to that time where reception isn't as strong as it once was.
We are getting into the fields of Indiana, that is for sure.
That's when you know you've crossed from Michigan, or you've crossed from Ohio or Illinois. Once the Wi-Fi or the data isn't as good, you know you're in Indiana. Not everywhere, but in the rural cornfields of Indiana. That is where we're kind of crossing into.
We are. We're actually between Angola and Mishawaka. Those are like, there's very little in between.
Yeah.
You know what's in between? Amish country.
Yes.
That's actually where we're getting into.
We're getting into Amish.
Amish country, they don't have electricity, so it makes sense. There is not a need for powerful Wi-Fi reception the further west we get before we get home.
Yeah, so we will be getting... We'll be getting off here in a little bit just to make sure, but I'm going to make sure I didn't miss any other comments or questions that we need to address here. I'm going to go quick just to make sure, so if I don't hit yours, don't worry. I'm just trying to make sure that we get to everything at the end. Nancy said the Yoders. Yes, like Grandma Yoder. Yes. For anyone that did follow us on TikTok through that journey in 2020. Oof, it was a journey. Let's see. Venecia. I said let's see again. I'm telling you, this is like a habit at this point. Hey guys, you're my neighbors in Detroit. Yes, we just drove through to Detroit about an hour or two ago. Beautiful city as well. I've been. Jordan actually hasn't been into Detroit proper.
I've never been to Detroit.
I have, multiple times. Let's see. When is your anniversary cruise, Hoya says. Anniversary cruise. Not sure what you mean by that. If you're talking about just a cruise for our anniversary, or group cruise, or I don't know. Let me know. Where are you staying in Toronto, downtown? Hopefully, we were staying in downtown Toronto. Yes. How many sea days are there on that transatlantic cruise? I believe.
I think there's 7 total.
7? Yeah,
There's
usually
7 sea days and 6 port days. I think that sounds right.
That seems about right here. Mercy says, we get home on Tuesday of Thanksgiving week and have 20 people to eat, less than 48 hours to cook. Wow. Yeah. It's a lot of people for one Thanksgiving. Yes, the itinerary is going to be so special. Nikki, yes, Honolulu to Vancouver is for the group cruise that we're doing. But you're going to go around Hawaii, some of the other islands of Hawaii on that cruise as well. When is the repositioning cruise to Hawaii? It's in 2025. You can go ahead and email us though. As with any group cruise, you have to book through us to be a part of the group. That is a well-known thing. Anyone that is booked on the cruise but is not in the group will not be involved in group activities, will not be involved in group events, group excursions, anything group related will be not involved. Why is that? Because we do a lot of work and planning for this, and we want to make sure we do all the planning and all the work within that group. We also have group rates and a group booking code that we have to put in for every single booking for them to be a part of our group on Celebrity, on Royal, whatever cruise line. So that is why, please know that if you book outside of us, you will not be a part of the group cruise. Just want to make sure that's completely clear. So if you have a question, jjcruise.com. Happy to book or give you some quotes or answers for sure. The Wonderful Life, are there any port stops before the ship crosses the Atlantic? Yes. That's the other thing that people love. When you go west, you have all your cruise port stops, or most of them, before you even get going. You know, you're stopping in Italy, you're stopping in France, you're stopping in maybe Spain. We have a couple of those stops.
We're stopping in La Spezia. We are stopping in... I think we're stopping... what's the, like the storybook town in France? Villafrance.
Yes,
there.
Villafrance. We love Villafrance. It's like Beauty and the Beast. It's amazing.
I know La Spezia, Villafrance, and Malaga are all 3 on the itinerary. I think there's one more.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
3. We've got plans in La Spezia and Villafrance.
Yes.
And we're very excited.
Yes. Also, Teresa and Ray, I just wanted to mention here, it tells us now on YouTube that we're going to celebrate that was your 20th super on a live stream. Thank you so much for sending super stickers.
Thank you, Teresa and Ray.
That's so cool.
Thank
That's
you.
brand new for YouTube, and we love that. That's so cool. Thank you for the 20th super sticker you've sent. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Not in this live stream, of course. That is of all time, so that's so fun. We appreciate it. Thank you for the birthday wishes here. Thank you, Ann. That's such a nice compliment. We love to make people smile. We are not on a ship now, Jamie. Oh, that was for Mary Ellen Dillon. I was like, yeah, we're in a car. But yes, that maybe Mary Ellen is on a ship. I would not be surprised. Let's see here. I'm almost done.
You're going to be in the dark very soon. The sun is almost down.
Oh, boy, it says for your anniversary, it's something to celebrate. Love rules. Absolutely. We've done anniversary cruises in the past. We do not have anything booked for our anniversary currently. Who knows? That could change. Maybe a cruise, maybe not. But for now, we don't have anything booked. Let's see if there's anything else here. The Moonlight Adventures. Thank you for explaining that. There are many that don't get it when it comes to group cruises. Happy birthday. Thank you, Moonlight Adventures. Absolutely. We want to make sure it's clear so no one gets the rude awakening when they book their own cruise and aren't a part of any group activities. But also, there's a very good reason why you have to book through us. And with that, I think we're close to the end here. Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on this live. The sun, like Jordan said, is setting. It might still feel a little bit light here, but it is about to go dark. So with that, we want to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't been subscribed yet. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Also, if you are somebody who loves other social media channels, we post different stuff on Instagram and Facebook. So if you want to go ahead and join on Facebook, we're JJ Cruise FB, F as in face, B as in book. You'll find it there. You can follow us there. We're posting a lot of different content there. And then Instagram, when we're on cruise ships, that is where we do our daily vlogs on stories. That's Cruise with JJ on Instagram. So at Cruise with JJ. Follow along there. We have a blast there as well. And then lastly, I have to say, because a lot of people didn't know about this, we do have our website as well as Patreon. Our website is jjcruise.com. I keep saying that for booking, but it's also the one-stop shop to find kind of all of our links for anything. So if you just want to go to jjcruise.com to find our Facebook, our Instagram, if you want to join our Patreon, that is where our podcast lands. Our podcast will be coming this month. 2 podcast episodes, brand new, coming this month, and they have not been posted yet. So please, if you want to be a part of the podcast, everyone in our Patreon is a part of that. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. We're happy to help. It is getting dark, so I'm going to sign off.
Thank you, everyone. It was so good to see you all. Thank you so much for the super stickers. We're going to have a good birthday for Jared tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be a great day. And we're going to get home here, I think, pretty soon. We're going to be home in maybe about 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, we're going to be home soon. Thank you so much for joining. Give a thumbs up if you haven't on the way out. But until next time, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.